This week we're going to preview the USDA Ag Outlook Forum, which will be held on February 19th and 20th. Then we're going to turn our attention to South America, specifically looking at Argentina, where late planted corn is pollinating. Then we're going to look at updated trends in U.S. exports and wrap things up with a review of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the latter part of February here, and of course most of the attention is on South America at this point. However, the USDA is going to hold their annual Ag Outlook Forum this week on Thursday and Friday, February 19th and 20th. Let's preview that Outlook Forum. Again, the dates are Thursday and Friday this week, February 19th and 20th. Now, what the USDA does at this Ag Outlook Forum, we've got some numbers here to share with you, is that they give a preview of the 26-27 balance sheet for corn. And what we're going to do is look at acreage, production, and ending stocks. I'd remind you these are not survey-based acreage numbers or production numbers. These are based on trend analysis. But notice that the USDA is forecasting a decline in corn acreage this year from 98.8 last year to 95 million this year. Production also looking for a decline from last year's record, 17 billion, to just under 16 billion. What we want to highlight, though, is look at that carryout range. The range in corn is over 650 million bushels from the low range to the high end of the range. Now, the average is 2.027 billion bushels. This year's carryout is 2.127. So you can see there's a lot of room for potential volatility in this update from the USDA. Let's shift gears now and focus on South America. Let's focus on Argentina, where late planted corn is pollinating. Let's take a look at where that corn is produced in Argentina. Now, several key provinces here in Argentina where corn is produced: Cordoba, Buenos Aires, Santa Fe, and Santiago del Estero. A reminder that Argentina is expected to account for a significant percentage of the world's corn exports from March to June. So weather, I would say, all the way through the month of March, maybe even to early April, is worth monitoring. With that in mind, let's take a look at the latest short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're going to focus on Argentina growing areas here. What we're looking at here is the last 30 days of precip. Now, last 30 days, you can see there's been some dryness across those areas here. Notice that dryness has really affected some of that late planted corn that's pollinating as we speak. Let's now look at forecasts moving forward. There is some rain moving into the forecast here through Monday of this week. Notice that darker green area, maybe 1 to 2 inches across that green area. Now let's look at where that rain is going to be received specific to those provinces. Now look at south of that red line, if you will, Buenos Aires, it's going to be drier. So the further south you go, it's going to be drier. A little further north, it's going to be wetter. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. Let's now look at precip totals over the next 2 weeks. Now the next 2 weeks here, we're looking at approximately 58% of the corn is still going to receive below normal rain. So we're still looking at the weather market moving into the latter part of February. Let's shift gears now and focus on export trends here in the U.S. We're looking at year-to-date corn exports are very strong, 44% higher than last year. But we'd remind you that even with that strong export program, ATI is forecasting carryout to increase by 53% in 25-26. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. Now we've moved well into the crop insurance period here. December 2026 corn is trading near $4.60 a bushel. Notice as we move out of the crop insurance period from March all the way into harvest, quite a bit of potential for volatility in price. That's why we strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with our risk management consultants. We'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an update. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.